Coming up today on Studio 13 Live, the Fonte Bar opening in Seattle this month, and we're getting a look at their coffee by day and cocktails by night.
And the Northwest Seaport Maritime Heritage Center is hosting their workboat and maritime show. We're learning how to make and throw our own monkey fist.
Plus, it's Tuesday, which means it's Pop Quiz Day. 2 viewers at home are competing for prizes in trivia. How you can get in on the fun.
Then Sun Mountain Lodge is cooking up some ranch smoked beef brisket sandwiches along with their wine pairings. Studio 13 Live starts right now.
I wanna see you smile, take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today.
Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm Mireya Garcia. And Brian, we had so much fun yesterday, you had to come back.
I did, and I am here, and I'm very excited to be here today. So thanks for having me.
Awesome. You did the quick change, which we appreciate. You looking good, my man.
It's amazing between shows how fast I have to change clothes. I feel like I'm like Taylor Swift or Lady Gaga.
Ooh,
like,
very nice.
I need people that just dress me. I just need to go back there and hold out my arms and have everybody like take off and put on clothes really fast.
We'll request it for next year's budget.
You know what? Yeah, can we put that in the budget? That'd be great.
You know what? Let's talk about some heroes here. It is National Teacher Appreciation Week, and we know how important our teachers are. They certainly deserve all the credit they should get. And we have some ideas, actually, for celebrating teachers, okay? So you can ask students to write thank you cards, maybe with like a special message saying specifically why they're grateful to their teacher. Parents, you can tell the teacher how much you appreciate them, and then if you're able to, a small gift to the teacher I know is always appreciated. And, you know, I have a lot of teachers in my life, people in my family, friends, and sometimes people don't like giving gift cards, but teachers actually really love the gift card.
All teachers like Starbucks.
Yes.
I would say 95% of teachers like Starbucks, so that's a good one, right? Or Target.
That's a good one too.
And things that they can buy for their classroom as well. So like, you know, things like that are always good. We do like little bunches of flowers that the kids can give them as well. So this is Teacher Appreciation Week at our school as well, and so we're making sure every day to do a little bit of something.
Yes,
so it's nice.
They deserve it.
They absolutely do. They're totally underpaid, and they take care of our children all day long. Like, yes, they absolutely deserve it. All right. Beyonce's Renaissance World Tour kicks off tomorrow in Sweden.
Ooh.
And could bring in $2.4 billion with a B.
With a B.
From tickets alone. And that's according to a prediction from Forbes, who's also added Beyonce's tour could out-earn Taylor Swift's Eras tour. Okay?
Interesting.
Yeah, important context, though. Beyonce's tour is international. Taylor's is only here domestic.
Yes.
So she's only, doing it here in the States. Beyonce's tour has 41 dates. Taylor's has 52 dates. The estimates are based on projected high numbers of fans buying tickets and high average ticket prices. Beyonce will be here in Seattle on September 13th, Taylor on July 22nd and 23rd. All of those shows are going to be amazing.
They are. It's going to be packed, for sure.
Both of them are incredible performers. I have seen Taylor Swift once.
You have?
She was opening up. This was back in her younger days when she was opening up for George Strait.
Oh, way back when.
And that was back, I think it was at the Tacoma Dome, I want to say, way back when. And I remember telling the person I was with at the time, I was like, I don't think she's going to make it.
No.
I did. I actually did. And wow, could I not have been more wrong.
Color you embarrassed, my friend.
I don't know. I don't know. It was just kind of, I had a feeling, and that's why I'm not a record producer.
There you go. But you know what? I love both Beyonce and Taylor Swift.
They're great. They're absolutely great.
I definitely had to choose. I would have gone to see them both in concert, even requested the PTO for it, but the cost has been staggering, and that's not so much the artist's fault,
Are you going to one of them?
I'm going to Taylor Swift.
You're going to Taylor Swift, okay.
I'm very excited, but I had to just, send Beyonce my well wishes because I couldn't afford both.
I know.
2 concerts, are you kidding me?
Concerts are expensive, especially when you add in all the fees and everything like that.
That's right.
So it's very expensive these days.
But it'll be a good show.
It will, both of them, yeah.
All right, actress Christina Applegate says that she likely will not be returning to any on-camera work after being diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. Now, she did an interview with Vanity Fair, and she actually told them that her time on her hit Netflix series, Dead to Me, probably going to be the last time that she's in front of a camera here. Applegate was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis in 2021, and the actress actually had been filming Dead to Me, and the show paused production so that she could start receiving treatment. She told Vanity Fair last week that she just couldn't imagine going on set right now, but that she would like to produce in the future, and that she has a lot of ideas. And you know, the woman is a great talent, and I think this is really just a testament to how life throws you curveballs sometimes.
And you
that's
know,
really tough.
she should be able to do other things behind the camera as well, produce and direct and all that stuff if she wants to take all that on. But yeah, you know, she has so much great work. That show Dead to Me was so great.
So good.
I only saw season 1. I hadn't seen, there's 3 seasons, right? Yeah, so I only saw season 1, but it was fantastic. And of course, all of her other work that she's done over the years. I mean, it's just awesome. Anchorman and Married with Children, and all that stuff. Apparently, she's going to be voicing the new Married with Children. Like, there's an animated series coming out. So with that, I mean, she can still contribute and still act, but maybe in different ways. So.
Yeah, I think so. And that's really a testament to all of us, you know, if we are ever confronted with something like this, that you should still pursue your passions, even if it looks a little bit different.
Might just need to be adjusted a little bit, right? Yeah. Hey, you might see a drop in followers on Twitter. You have Twitter? Well, that's because the platform is removing accounts that have not been active. CEO Elon Musk tweeting saying the platform is purging accounts that have had no activity for several years. Twitter's policy says users should log into their account at least once every 30 days to avoid permanent removal due to inactivity. This is yet another chapter in the saga of Elon Musk's Twitter.
The Musk Twitter. I'll tell you what, though, I have seen people tweeting on Twitter about this, disappointed because some people have had friends pass away, and they visit with the Twitter pages, you know, to kind of reminisce, and they will now be removed. So
I'm honestly just frustrated in general with it. I'm like watching it kind of devolve, and it's becoming something that I don't necessarily like very much
Not so fun
anymore.
anymore.
It's not so fun. Yeah. And I'm hoping that maybe it turns the corner, but man, it's not a fun place to be right
It really
for mental health
isn't.
and stuff like that. I'm not checking it as much as I used to.
That is true. I will still post, but you know.
Me too.
It's kind of
Yeah.
a little strange. It's changing.
It is.
All right.
It's changing.
It's changing.
That's the
What
nice
can
way.
you say?
That's a nice way to say it.
I'm a nice gal. All right. Burger King celebrating the upcoming Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse movie, which I'm very excited about, actually. And they're doing it in a unique way. Check this out. So from From May 15th to June 21st, the chain is selling these Whoppers with red dyed buns and black sesame seeds. Burger King was inspired by, of course, Spider-Man's suit. The new animated movie set to premiere on June 2nd. And I have to say, I like Burger King every now and again.
Do you? Yeah.
Every now and then. I do like Spider-Man. I don't know about this burger. What did you think? Did it look good? You try it?
Why not?
Okay.
Yeah. I'll try anything once. I'll give it a shot.
Well, good.
They always do weird stuff for like promotional stuff.
Yeah.
Every company does that, right? Most of the time, it's not very good and it doesn't stick, right? I mean, like the McRib is probably one of the few things that have been like, we got to have this back. But if you think back in history, like all the weird Oreos that came out and all that stuff, I can't think of one that actually stuck. Can you? I mean, maybe the Shamrock Shake. Maybe that?
But that like comes around every now and then. I think that's the smart way to do it. If you're going to do something a little weird, just bring it around once a year. Yeah. I guess.
Okay, maybe they're hoping that there are people like me who will try anything. I think that's what they're hoping for. During the pandemic, buffets went away, but now they're making a big comeback. In March, visits to leading buffets like Golden Corral were up 125% from January 2021. And no surprise there. That figure outpaced the growth of visits to fast casual chains and full-service restaurants during the same time period. When was the last time that you ate at a buffet?
I'm trying to think. It's been a while. I think I found them more exciting when I was a kid, because you could get ice cream on demand.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And a steak cooked to order. I'm thinking of Golden Corral. I grew up in Texas, so that was the place to be. But as an adult, I don't think so.
I think it must have been a trip to Vegas for me.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate spot for buffets, right? So yeah.
All the crab legs you want.
It was pre-pandemic. I have not been back to a buffet since then. So, or unless you count weddings. I've been to weddings with buffets.
Oh, okay.
So there you go.
Oh, there you
But
go.
an actual restaurant buffet, it's been a while. It's been a while.
All right. Well, if you need a little bit of a confidence boost, consider your own theme music. Okay, studies pointing to music as one of the best ways to inspire creativity and to inspire you. Finding a relatable song that you love can give you some much needed dopamine. I say think about it like your walk-up music, you know, for a baseball game. So finding that go-to song can help you have just a better day. Do you have a theme song, Brian?
Right now, I've been really into like listening to more 80s music lately. There's so much good stuff out there, like recent stuff, but 80s music right now is really hitting me right here, right in the feels. So I've really listened to a lot of Queen lately,
Oh,
like
sure.
80s rock, you know, 80s rock and those rock ballads and stuff like that too. So yeah.
Those are good. Now, for me, you might think I'm going to say Taylor Swift. I'm not, though I do listen to, of course, a lot of Taylor Swift. But I would like deep cut some like reggaeton song from the 90s just for the vibes, you know, so I could feel very energetic about my day. That's what I would go with, for sure.
All right, sounds good.
All right, still ahead, we are getting new information about which movies and TV shows are being impacted now by the ongoing Hollywood writers' strike.
Yeah, we're going to check in with Bender from mornings on 95.7 The Jet to break it all down. Stick around. We'll be right back.
I wanna see you smile, take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today.
All right, let's get into it with some entertainment news. We're getting information about movies, TV shows that are being impacted by the ongoing writer's strike.
Yeah, joining us to break it all down, Bender's from mornings on 95.7 The Jet. Bender, where is Jody today?
Hi, guys. Jody's under the weather, has no voice.
But you kind of need that for the radio.
You do.
Well, we kind of, little bit. So hopefully she'll be back tomorrow and back with us on Thursday.
Wonderful.
Sounds good. And let's talk about the latest Hollywood projects delayed by the strike here.
Dude, everything's being canceled. Everything's being canceled or postponed, but like right out of the gate, Marvel's trying to get Daredevil, the reboot, off the ground, and it's been postponed. Billions, Severance, Evil, Stranger Things. There's another Game of Thrones spinoff that was in the works. That's been shelved. Cobra Kai, Yellow Jackets, Abbott Elementary, which is fantastic.
That's a great show.
And of course, all of the late night shows, SNL, everything. Everything. Everything's canceled.
Oh
you
my
know
gosh.
what? I feel like for me, this is kind of a good thing because I am way behind on all these
Catch
shows,
up.
so that finally gives me a chance to catch up a little bit.
Just for you,
No,
Brian.
I'm not gonna lie. My wife and I were wrapping up season 2 of Only Murders in the Building.
Yeah.
So this is all the stuff. It's like, okay, we have a bit of a breather room. And I am surprised, though, that even stuff that's in the can from the networks and the studios are being rolled out, because you would think in full solidarity for the writers that everything would just stop.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'll be curious to see how that happens.
It'll be
moving
interesting.
forward.
I think we'll see the effects of it later.
Yeah.
So like down the
Yeah.
road here. But eventually we will feel the effects of it depending on how long this goes. It'll
Yeah.
be interesting. Yeah.
And speaking of delays, the release of Britney Spears' so-called brutally honest book, that's being delayed as well. Tell us about it.
Yeah. So Brittany got something like $12 million, $14 million for this upcoming memoir that was supposed to be rolled out at the beginning of next year. Then they moved it up to be released this year. But now Simon & Schuster, the publisher, is apparently, and by the way, this isn't just from like the Daily Mail or any of these like tabloids, either in England or here in the U.S. with TMZ and so on. I actually saw this morning in one of the radio trade magazines that the publisher is getting these strongly worded legal letters from various people, and so far everything's been confidential, of people saying, yeah, don't even think about printing any of that because we're going to come after you. And you sit there and go, well, who do you think would be trying to stop Britney from releasing the memoir? Because I guess Britney wants to throw the family under the bus. That's first and foremost. We've already seen that all over social, on her social. But when you think about, I mean, we're going to get inside word from, do you remember her very first husband? What was, what was his name? Remember?
Jason Alexander?
Jason Alexander.
Yes, but not the Jason Alexander.
Not that one.
From Seinfeld. A different
Not
one.
Seinfeld.
That'd be a wild story.
That would be wild.
And then you also have Kevin Federline. You have Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
But apparently, and I didn't know, I don't remember that she was dating Colin Farrell for a little while.
I didn't know that.
And one of the backup singers that apparently broke up Justin and her and all the stuff.
Wow.
So Lord knows what's going to be in the book, but all kinds of cease and desist are coming out about it. So I don't know when we're going to see the book, or if we're going to see the book, or if it's going to be as good as it is right now that everybody's freaking out
Bender,
about.
I'm not going to lie. This actually makes me want to read it.
I know,
more.
it sounds very juicy.
Of course. Absolutely. Yeah, of course.
Even just snippets. Just give me a
Anything,
tease. Give me a hint. All right. Also, Brad Pitt, your buddy Brad Pitt is launching a new beverage.
That's right. Brad Pitt reached out to me over the weekend and said, hey, when you go on Studio 13 Live, make sure you hit this for me. I'm
Okay,
like,
good.
Of
That
course.
sounds very true.
So let's see, of all the celebrities that have booze, have an alcohol line, I mean, you've got George Clooney, Brad Pitt's buddy, with Randy Gerber has their tequila, Kendall Jenner's got tequila, Snoop Dogg's got wine, Matthew McConaughey's got whiskey, Ryan Reynolds has gin. Well, it appears that Brad Pitt will be coming out with gin as well. It's called the Gardner Gin. It's being described as the French Riviera Gin. And it's being rolled out at Cannes in the coming weeks, and then I guess it'll be available at a limited time in September here in the States. In case you're wondering, it is gin, lemon juice, orange juice, strawberry syrup, and an egg white. There you go.
Okay.
What I got for you?
It better be good. Aviation gin, Ryan Reynolds' gin was really good.
Yeah.
So
Is it good? I haven't tried it
It's
yet.
good. It is. It's good. There you go.
I'm not going to know if it's good or bad. Don't make a difference.
Thanks so much, Bender.
All right, man. We'll see you guys on Thursday.
Sounds good.
All right.
And you can catch Bender weekdays from 6 to 10 a.m. on 95.7 The Jet.
All right, still ahead. What do we have?
Well, still ahead on Studio 13 Live, we're getting a sneak peek at Fonte Bar. See how this coffee shop transforms into a cocktail bar at night.
Yeah, we're trying some of their delicious drinks ahead of their grand opening. Stick around.
Wanna see you smile, take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta...
All right, it's time for Seattle Sips, where we highlight amazing drinks in our area.
Yes, today we are joined by Paul Odom and Max Messmer with Fonte Coffee Roaster. Welcome.
Thank you.
We are so excited to have you here. You have some great stuff. So, Fonte Coffee Roaster, local independent roaster founded in 1992, and you actually just opened Fonte Bar. Tell us about that.
Well, we opened up the bar, the Fonte Bar at Rainier Square, to make the perfect scenario for anyone's day. You start in the morning with us, and you finish the evening with us. The morning time, you have the cappuccino, and the evening time, the espresso martini.
That's cool. So this encourages people to come a couple times a day.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
You'll
So
always know where to go.
you
That's
got the
right.
coffee during the day, the cocktails for people at night. What can people find on the menu during the, throughout the day, during the gap there, or even during the morning and the night?
Well, in the morning, if you feel like you want a beautiful omelet, we'll have a beautiful omelet for you. In the afternoon, if you want steak tartare, we'll do steak tartare. In the evening, if you'd like to have steak Florentine, we can do steak Florentine. Whatever you
Whatever
want,
our
we
heart desires.
do.
Is that challenging to kind of figure out a menu like this here for a kind of a unique establishment like your guys's?
I think that we've been doing this for a long time, 30 years with chefs and that all around the country, so it's not that much of a mystery to what people want.
I love it.
All right, so we're actually going to make a couple of your cocktails. So where are we starting here?
We're going to start right here. We've partnered with Grey Goose to make our Fonte F2 Espresso Martini. And if you like, I can start shaking.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's
We'll
do
start
that.
today right for you guys. Okay?
That's right.
I already had normal coffee, so an espresso
Now-
martini now
right,
sounds
keep it
right
going.
about right.
You just got to keep it going. We're good to go.
So it's good to start the morning right.
Yes,
That's right. This is really fun. And while you're starting to work on this, I have to point out those delicious pastries, not just props. You guys made those.
Yes, ma'am. We have our bakery over at our 8th Avenue location, and we make those fresh daily and deliver them to our stores daily. So any one of our locations has those in there 7 days a week.
What's your favorite out of those? During the break, you were telling us about a couple of them.
Yeah,
but,
my three favorite on there, I'm a PB&J guy at heart. And so this one right here, I think Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, the chocolate shell with the peanut butter inside with a swirl of jam.
That's
I
that
mean,
guy right
come
Right
on.
here.
Yep.
Your inner kid can't deny that.
Yes. All right, so we put some Grey Goose in here.
Some Grey Goose. And this is our coffee liqueur.
Is this pretty easy to make overall?
No, you can only get it at our bar. It's very difficult.
Okay.
You can't make this at home.
Nowhere
You've got to come see us. Absolutely.
That's a media prepped man. people.
Absolutely. This is a shot of our F2 espresso. We pulled it a little bit ago.
See, I can't.
Now,
do
normally that espresso would be pulled for that drink.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, so it's not
There's
just
an
like
espresso
sitting
machine
there.
dedicated just for the espresso martinis on the
Very
bar.
nice.
All right.
You got to have fresh espresso when you do this.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. Who's starting us off
I'm gonna
today?
start us off here.
Okay, here
Yep.
we go. Now we're talking.
You woke up earlier than me,
I
so
did.
you deserve the coffee drink.
Exactly.
And we're going to give you a little coffee bean garnish just so it looks pretty.
To make it
All right.
nice.
Did you
To
know
make
the
it
coffee
nice.
beans float? Did you know that?
I
Now
look
I
at
know.
that. Look at that now.
Only ours.
Only they're
yours.
magic beans. We sold them to Jack
Oh,
as
is
well.
it?
It's good. It's
Yeah?
very good. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay,
so what's
so-
our second drink?
So this is our Rainier Square Spritz. This is the start here, and ooh, there it is.
There's the jigger.
And actually, this one also very, very difficult. Can I get it at our bar?
This one has a little bubbles, right? That's
Yes,
very
ma'am.
nice.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, the bubbles make it quite nice. Gives it a very refreshing flavor, very refreshing taste over the summertime.
This is great if you're trying to go long in the morning.
Always good.
All right.
What's it like when you guys walk into Fonte Bar? What can people expect when they walk in?
On the one side, the morning side, it's white marble, very light and airy, very traditional coffee bar, European traditional coffee bar. And then in the evening, it gets dark mahogany wood kind of color. So it's warm, cozy, fireplace, that sort of thing.
Love it.
I love that you call it like echoing to European coffee bar because I recently got back from Greece and there were quite a few establishments where I saw people transition from the cappuccino to a spritz. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Well,
it's pretty common
This
in
is
Europe.
why you don't do it at home,
We made a little
It looks
splash.
good.
It's okay.
but it looks fantastic.
That's a quality beverage.
This
That
is
is.
beautiful. I can't
right.
wait to try. Here we
Give
go.
it a shot.
That's refreshing. That's beautiful.
Excellent.
Wow.
Excellent.
Every morning you could start your day that way.
Exactly.
Not endorsed.
That's a good idea. Not for me. I still have to work in the morning.
Yes.
But you guys have a great variety of coffee that people can buy. Some are earthy, some are more fruity. Tell us about the unique coffee flavors as well.
So as I say, we've been around for 31 years now. The company, and I started it with another guy that was the master roaster at Starbucks, the first master roaster at Starbucks. So we've been doing these coffees from all over the world forever and all that kind of good stuff. Everything we do is for varietal character, that is with the way we source the coffees. So when you say you want fruit and that sort of thing, we'll go to Northeast Africa to find the fruit that we're looking for, maybe in a real Harar that would be an Ethiopian Harar that would demonstrate that part of the world. And or if you go into Central America, say you wanted something like, say, from Costa Rica, where we're looking for acidity that would show well in like the F2 espresso for when you're having a little bit of milk or something like this on top of the top of the espresso, so it all comes through. So the varietal character is the key to coffee, and bringing out that varietal character. And the roast is the trick. So the roast intonation, we call it, that is what we're all about in expressing what these coffees have.
Beautiful.
Very cool. Very cool.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us
Thanks,
today.
you guys.
Thank you.
Coffee, cocktails, it's all amazing.
hour.
Thank you very much.
Shakes
Thank you
and
very
high fives all around. We posted a link for more information on Fonte Bar up on our website, fox13seattle.com/. It is no secret that we love our boats here in the Puget Sound region.
And whether you're an avid boater or you're just dabbling, it's always fun to check out new vessels, and you can do that at the 10th Annual Classic Workboat and Maritime Show later this month.
It's going to be very exciting.
It is.
Yes. All right. We are joined today to chat all about this event with Hannah Shore, real last name. I did ask. She's with the Northwest Seaport. Hello.
And
How
this
are
is
you?
not your maiden name, Shore. But this you married to this. So this is like.
It was destiny.
It was
was.
destiny.
I
moved
love
to
it.
Seattle, and then I marry a Shore.
There you go.
And it all works out.
And now you're doing this. It's lovely. So tell us all about the show and what kinds of exhibits people can check out.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Northwest Seaport is a nonprofit here in the Seattle area, and we're all dedicated to preserving maritime heritage in the Puget Sound region. So ultimately, this is our biggest fundraiser of the year, and we're really trying to get people to come out and experience what maritime life used to be like and what it's like now. So there are a bunch of classic workboats that you can come and visit. You can actually go on board and walk amongst the crew, and everybody there is just there to kind of showcase and educate and help people understand what it was like back then.
There's a lot of really interesting jobs,
Yes.
I know, and I have some friends who've worked on boats and
Yeah.
stuff their whole entire lives. There's a career fair that kind of breaks some of that down. What kind of jobs are available nowadays?
Everything. It runs the gamut. If you like to cook, you could be a cook on one of the vessels. If you wanted to help out and run the mechanics room, if you're an engineer, you could be a part of that too. And a lot of people don't realize, but there are some very lucrative jobs in the maritime industry.
Yeah, you can make a really good living, can't you?
really good living, and maybe only work part-time of the year. So, I mean, come on down and check them out. There's a bunch of really great organizations that are going to be a part of this, and they're all there, again, to educate and promote maritime commerce.
Interesting. So if you like boats, but you're not very boat savvy, is this something that you would still enjoy?
Gosh, yeah. I mean, like, I'm from the Midwest, and I had no idea that this entire world was out here. So this really gives people the opportunity to check it out, see what it's like, and maybe even become part of the maritime community.
Ooh, very nice.
It's really it's a really interesting job. Of course, it's kind of one of those rain or shine jobs as well.
Yes.
And so yeah, it's fascinating. And I know everybody that I know that does it loves it. Tell us about the food and beer garden, because to get people to show up to something, you have to have food and
Yes.
beer.
Yes.
So tell us about the food and beer garden.
Exactly. So we have a on-vessel beer garden. Ivers is going to be doing chowder, and
Yum.
then Maritime Pacific Brewing is going to be doing beer.
I think you picked two pretty obvious choices there.
Excellent.
It works out really well.
That's
and
great.
really great support with the community around us. We have a wonderful group of volunteers and of companies that care about the Northwest Seaport, and we're just excited to have them with us.
That is so exciting. So we do have games. One of them called, okay, I have to look at the prompter to make sure I get it right. Monkey Fist Tossing Challenge.
Yes.
What is that and how do you do it?
So a monkey fist is a sailor's knot. And what it is it's usually got a weight in the middle of it.
Oh.
And what it's used for is to either throw the line to the dock or throw the line to another vessel to pull them together. So it's all about accuracy. And
Okay.
I'm wondering if you guys are up for the challenge.
This takes skill.
You know I'm not. We practiced.
I am very competitive, Mareya.
I
We're gonna
believe
do this. Okay. You want to try it?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, here we
Let's do
go.
it. Let's do it. I want you to go first.
All right.
Let's see how you do.
Let's see
So
how
you
I
can let
do.
out as much line as you want beforehand, but make sure you don't get tripped up on it.
And for the record, we were practicing just to make sure we didn't hit anything, and I did very poorly.
That's right. It went about 3 feet in front
Yes.
of you. So we can do better this time.
But we
now. I
can, we
believe in you.
can. I think the problem was that I was holding on too tightly to the rope. Too much control.
Okay. This is a mess now, by the way.
Look, I don't need your commentary, Brian. Oh, that's pretty
All right,
good.
that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That's okay.
All right.
Ultimately, again, accuracy, we're trying to make it get as close to the edge
To the
without
edge.
going over.
Okay. I feel like it's
I'm
like
just gonna
roping.
stand right
I
here,
used
okay?
No.
On the line.
I feel like I used to like rope when I was like riding horses back in the day.
Yeah.
This is kind of like
Very
Is this
that.
a real
Similar.
thing you did?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
here we go. Ready?
cool.
One, two.
Oh, I think Brian
I
won.
think
I don't know. I feel like a winner inside. Very good.
Winner! Great success.
yes.
Oh,
I love it.
you're the guest. I let you win.
Hannah, thank you so much. And we posted a link to more information on the Maritime Show on our website. That's at fox13seattle.com/studio13live. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you so much.
Oh, this was so fun. All right, coming up next, it is time for Pop Quiz.
Oh boy, we're putting 2 viewers at home to the test in trivia. Plus, we have a special guest that's going to be helping out with the questions.
I'm very excited.
So come on back. We'll be right back.
Take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta.
It is time for Pop Quiz, and we have 2 amazing viewers at home competing for a chance to win some prizes.
Yes, you know, usually, because you're a helper in this, right? You help out the contestants. So does Carly. Usually there's 2 of you. Carly's off today. So we have a special guest.
Ooh,
so I want to take you over to our secret door to introduce our special guest.
I hear laughing.
By the way, we've never opened this secret door. She's been living in here for months. Ladies and gentlemen, Abby and Cody. We've been feeding her under the door. She's fine. Come on over here. Come on.
I thought I'd be stuck in there forever for a second. Great to see you.
Good to have you. Yes, this is great.
This is very exciting. Today we are joined by Ellen and Cameron. They are both from Bothell. There they are right there. They're competing for a chance to win a McDonald's gift card. Ellen is with Mireya, okay? And Cameron is with Abby. And Ellen...
Team Cameron, let's go.
Ellen, you listen to true crime podcasts to go to sleep. How do you not have nightmares?
It just gives me dreams, actually.
Murder dreams?
I can't believe it. I can't imagine they're good dreams. And Cameron,
My husband sleeps with one eye open.
Yeah. Well,
there you
that's
go.
not bad. That's not a bad thing. Cameron, you went diving in the Bering Sea for gold. How was that?
Best job I've ever had. Best job I've ever had.
Did you find gold?
Always, always.
Oh, that's
Cameron,
cool.
Wow.
unstoppable force.
That's kind of amazing.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, here's how this is going to work. I'm going to ask each of you 4 questions. They're all multiple choice. You'll have 15 seconds to answer. And if you need help, you can ask Mireya and Abby, your partners. So Ellen, you're with Mireya, and Cameron, you're with Abby. And in honor of this toasty weather ahead this coming weekend, today's category is hot.
Oh, hey, let's go. Meteorological.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we're going to start with Ellen. Ellen, here we go. What is the average temperature of the human body? Is it A, 92.5, B, 98.6, C, 100 degrees, or D, 102.2 degrees?
Let's go with B.
B, 98.6.
98.6.
That is correct.
Nice.
Yes. It's a good thing to know,
Well
by the
done.
way.
Yeah, that's right. You should
especially
know
if you
that.
have kids and all, everybody gets sick. Okay, Cameron, you're up. The song "The Heat Is On" by Glenn Frey was recorded for what popular 1980s comedy film?
Ooh.
The Heat Is On. Is it A, Lethal Weapon, B, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, C, Beverly Hills Cop, or D, The Naked Gun?
Let's go with C. Beverly Hills Cop.
Beverly Hills Cop is correct. Beverly Hills Cop is correct. Yes. That is one of my all-time favorite movies, by the way.
it
Beverly
really?
Hills Cop is so good. It's so good. So good. All right, Ellen, here we go. The hottest temperature recorded on Earth is 134 degrees. What country did that happen in? Is it A, Gambia, B, Iran, C, Afghanistan, or D, the United States?
Ooh,
This one's a little tougher, huh?
this one is a little tough. I'm gonna go with C, Afghanistan.
See, Afghanistan, I'm sorry, that is wrong. It's actually the United States.
Death
That
Valley.
was
Death
my other
Valley,
answer.
right?
Yeah, the record was set in Death Valley in July 1913.
Oh my gosh.
Well, of
technically
course,
in
the meteorologist.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, that's okay. Everybody's still in it. It's 1-1.
absolutely.
Cameron, here we go. What 52-year-old actress graced the cover of People's 2023 Beautiful issue? This is a different kind of hot. Get it?
Ooh, okay.
All right.
Oh,
So
yeah,
is it
yeah,
A, Melissa McCarthy, B, Angelina Jolie, C, Jennifer Aniston, or D, Jennifer Lopez?
I'm gonna have to reach out to my lifeline out there.
All right, Abby.
Cameron, I can't decide. They're all so beautiful.
They
and I
are.
have zero clue. What do we think? Did one of them have a movie that just came out?
I can't help you.
I can't. It's gonna be C or D. I'm gonna go J-Lo.
Do you think it's J-Lo or Jennifer Aniston? What do you think, Karen?
Cameron.
I was going to say Angelina Jolie, but
Okay, let's
I'm
leave.
going to go B.
Okay, let's go B.
He's going
Let's
B.
do it.
He's going B, Angelina Jolie, and I'm sorry, that is wrong. It is the one
We're all
person that
wrong.
you guys didn't pick, which is Melissa McCarthy.
Oh, very
Melissa
well
McCarthy
deserved, though.
graced the
Yeah,
cover
very well
here this
deserved.
time.
Cameron,
So we're all
so
tied
sorry.
up 1-1. It's
Okay.
a tie game. Here we go. Back to Ellen. Ellen, what 2 Academy Award-winning actors starred in the movie Heat? Get it? Hot Heat?
Yeah.
All right. So what 2 Academy Award-winning actors starred in the movie Heat? Is it A, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, B, Michael Douglas and Javier Bardem, C, Robert De Niro and Al Pacino, or D, Heath Ledger and Joaquin Phoenix?
C, Robert De Niro and Pacino.
Yes, that is correct. That is correct.
Very nice, Ellen.
Yeah.
All right, Cameron, back to you. Ellen's up 2-1 here.
Let's go.
What is the specific duty of a hot walker? Is it A, a person who walks horses, B, a person who models clothes, C, a security guard, or D, someone who tests ground temperatures?
I'm going to have to go with B, models clothes.
B, models clothes. I'm sorry, that is wrong. It's somebody who walks horses. Walks horses.
Wow.
Like not rides them, but walks them.
No, it's after they get all sweaty. They're all hot and sweaty, and you got to cool a horse down, so you walk them around.
my
It's called a
goodness.
hot walker.
All right.
Call
Makes
that
sense.
hot
Makes
girl
sense.
walk.
That's a
hot girl
That's
walk.
a different type of thing. A
that a
hot girl
different-
walk
okay,
is
yeah,
that's the
maybe.
model.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Back to Ellen. Ellen, the Guinness World Record holder for hottest pepper in the world is called what? Is it A, a ghost pepper, B, 7-pot primo, C, Trinidad Scorpion Butch, or D, Carolina Reaper?
Is C even real?
These are all real.
They're all
They're all
real.
real.
Okay.
They are all real peppers.
It's too bad I don't like spicy. Oh, I'm gonna go with D.
D, Carolina
Carolina
Reaper.
Reaper.
That is correct. Yes, it is.
Oh,
The Carolina
Lucky
Reaper.
Ellen.
Okay, Cameron, here you go. Your final question. What is the hottest planet in the solar system? Is it A, Mercury, B, Venus, C, Mars, or D, Jupiter?
Well, I know it ain't Mars because Elon's trying to send us there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Mercury.
Mercury, I know you'd think it's Mercury, but it's actually not. It's actually Venus.
Oh.
The
Learn something every day.
the average high temperature, it's a gaseous planet,
hate
right?
to admit I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Hate to admit
The
it.
average temperature is 900 degrees Fahrenheit on
Lord.
Venus. So there you
Ouchie.
go.
A little smoky.
And a big congratulations. Thank you so much for joining us, Cameron. Ellen,
you,
you are the
Cameron.
winner today.
Good job, Ellen.
Great job, you both.
Awesome job, you both. That was great. Fantastic. And hey, if you want to enter for a chance to win fun prizes, head to fox13seattle.com/contest. Click on Studio 13 Pop Quiz. And Abby, thank you so much for joining us here
Best
today.
entrance of
Thank
the
you,
year.
everyone. I peaked. I'm done now. My career's over.
Hey, still ahead on Studio 13 Live, Sun Mountain Lodge is dishing up their ranch smoked beef brisket sandwiches, and we're going to try wine pairings from a new natural wine producer, Sonder. Stick
Yeah.
around.
Hello, it is time for Emerald Eats, where we highlight delicious food in our area.
Yes, and today we're joined by executive chefs Jason Wilson and Keira Matthews with Sun Mountain Lodge. So glad you guys are here.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. So Sun Mountain Lodge is a luxury mountain resort in Maytow, right? Is that what I say it right?
The Medhow.
Medhow.
You just said it right before the break. Medhow Valley. Tell us all about the property, what it feels like to be there. I haven't been there yet, obviously, now because I can't pronounce it. But I want to go. I want to go.
We'll help
Absolutely.
you with that.
Tell us what's
So the lodge sits on in the heart of the Medhow Valley on 1,500 acres with just pristine trails for hiking, bike riding, horseback riding. Wow. All of the things you want to do outside. Of course, we've got the lake, so you could go fly fishing. In the winter, great trails right there for cross
a
country.
great place to escape, right?
A great place to escape, and it gets even quicker and easier tomorrow because State Route 20 opens up, which is one of the most beautiful drives in the country, and you could shave about an hour off of that.
You know, they State Route 20 up there. They've been getting rid of all the snow and stuff like that. So it is a gorgeous drive to get there, go in that direction. I highly recommend that. Absolutely, yeah.
Beautiful. And Jason, you actually are not only a very talented chef, but you won the James Beard Award for Best Chef Northwest.
I did.
know. And now
Yeah.
you're a culinary director and executive chef at the Lodge. So what are you looking forward to here?
You know, I love to cook from a sense of place and time, and where we are in Sun Mountain is ultimately a story of that. So we have a lot of great artisans locally. I'm going to show you a couple of things. Obviously at the Lodge you can spend the night and have breakfast, and so I've created a Bluebird Grains Faro breakfast risotto featuring some local huckleberries that were foraged last year, and then a BCS ranch, so right between Mazama and Winthrop there's a lovely little ranch that does grass-fed beef. Their brisket sandwich on the Mazama store salted baguette. Now this is, I gotta say, that baguette is like local folklore. It is it's a thing that if you're there for over a week, you'll hear people talk about. You got to go to the store and get the baguette. So
I love it.
It's really fun.
So we were going to start off with the risotto first here, or are we going to
Sure.
do that? Yeah, because you know you go that far from here and you're going to spend the night, right? So you got to have some good breakfast.
You should.
Yes.
So let me tell you real quick. I'm going to serve it to you and tell you how we did it. I ferment the faro for about 2.5 days, and this is a great vessel of that fermenting faro. And what we do is basically add some probiotic to it and leave it in a warm area of the kitchen. But it adds a nuttier, richer, kind of creamier texture and flavor.
Beautiful. It looks very creamy.
I love risotto.
Yeah.
It's so fun. So we use a little bit of yogurt and some almond milk to make the risotto. Add fresh ginger, and then some Wenatchee apples. Top it off with some balsamic honey and huckleberries. So
And we can try.
Feel free to dive in there
All
and
right.
see what you think.
So this is perfect for breakfast.
It's a great breakfast. It's healthy. As Keir said, the Lodge has so many different activities to do. So I mean, I do some backcountry snowboarding, fly fishing, and mountain biking.
Is it great living out there, by the way, to get to do all those things?
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's tough. You have a tough day. We all have tough days. You walk outside and you see what you see, and it's captivating, right? So,
Oh, yeah.
There's definitely that escape from city living, which I still love, but having that balance is truly exceptional. And I think that's what the Lodge can offer, is ultimately this lovely sense of place and time and balance.
Beautiful. Now, I have to tell you, I was being a bad employee and didn't look at the calendar. So I randomly had a conversation with Brian about how we could really go for a brisket sandwich.
Yes.
And then I did look at the calendar this morning. I was like, oh, perfect.
Yeah, the universe heard you.
The universe heard me. Bavisha,
and-
our executive producer, heard me.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my gosh, beautiful. So what are we looking at here?
So there's a little creme fraiche sauce with horseradish and grain mustard. Real simple. Some baby kale. So there's a lot of farmers in the area, and right now they're doing some indoor lettuces for us. And then braised brisket. We've smoked it on site and then shave it nice and thin. And then I'm serving that with some pickled peppers, and a little bit of that salt, and then salted baguette. And so
beautiful.
The baguette
is this the famous baguette?
It is. It is.
We're so lucky.
I know we are.
You know, Mazama is, if you blink, you will miss it on the way in, but is absolutely worth a special journey, not only for the pastries and the experience there, but it's a world-famous hiking area as well, so and climbing. So really fun place to visit.
Now, I want to jump into the sandwich, but first we have to talk about the wonderful wine that perhaps pairs very well with it.
So we chose a very boutique producer, Sonder, and we went with their field blend, a Rhone style. So you've got some Syrah, Grenache, Mourvedre, and it just goes very well and flavors on top of the brisket and all of it, because you've got the dark bramble fruit, the spice, the smoke, so it just lifts up all the flavors in the sandwich. So go ahead, let's get you a glass going here.
Wonderful.
Part of what we like to do is embrace this, maybe natural movement that's happening. And obviously it shows in our food products, but in our wine as well, we want to be able to support those producers.
Wonderful. Now, while we give this a try, because I know you and I both want to.
Yes. We won't be able to talk.
We're leaning into it.
Right.
Talk to us about how guests can visit. What can they do to come?
Yeah, it's quick and easy. You, enjoy your
Yeah,
sandwich.
go ahead.
I am listening.
Just give us
Well, number one, you can take the State Route 20, the North Cascades Loop, which I think Travel and Leisure called one of the top 5 drives, most beautiful drives in the country. Get there in a few hours. Once you're there, we've got a world-class spa. We've got outdoor hiking, biking, and something that's even better from a culinary experience is our cowboy dinners, which guests.
It's really cool.
Guests will. Oh, absolutely. Guests will take a horse round to the back to the homestead. Where
It's a whole experience.
It's a whole experience, and he will be there, or his team will be there, creating such spectacular food. We bring in a cowboy, and they talk about the history of the West and the Pacific Northwest, and they have really good food, and then you ride your horse back to the lodge.
That is the coolest thing
There's
I've
no
ever
other
heard.
resort in the state that has a cowboy dinner experience.
One of the great things that I think you and I saw when we were first out there, but my wife Debbie and I experienced immediately, that the lodge is part of our love story, which was also part of the attraction. You look up at night and you see thousands more stars than we're able to see here. And there's really fun little experience. So much to offer, so much to experience, great balance and escaped.
I don't mean to be dramatic here, but we eat a lot of food on this show.
We do.
I honestly think this might be one of the best things I've had.
That is spectacular.
It is so good.
That is amazing. Well, you know what? If you're looking for something really amazing to do, this sounds like it. I don't know.
I'm in my feels right now.
I know, absolutely.
We have a link to this recipe and more information on Sun Mountain Lodge up on our website. It's fox13seattle.com/Studio13Live. And don't forget, if you have a restaurant or bar you think we should feature on the show, let us know. Studio13Live@fox.com.
Have a great one. Cheers.
Take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today. It's happening all around, like sun shining through the clouds. I'm going